Is AI freaking you out? Is it at all? It's freaking me out. Anyways, if it's not freaking you out, you should be asking yourself a few questions. I'm here to tell you how AI is making me more human, how it's enabling me to give me a voice that I never dreamed I could have. But first, a few questions. Number one, raise your hand if you've used AI in any capacity. By now, it should be all of you. Yes, it is. Okay, keep those hands up. Only put it down if this doesn't apply to you. Keep your hand up if you've used AI to iterate on a problem, on an idea, on a concept, used it as a mentor. All right, a lot of hands went down, but we still got a few. Rock and roll, guys. Okay, last question. Raise your hand up if you've used AI, and keep it up if you've used it to do something that you'd otherwise be impossible to do. Create something, code something, build something, write something, do something that would have been impossible without AI. Now look at the room. Take a moment. We've got maybe 8 hands up out of 70-something. There's a gap. That's what I'm here to address. I'm here to address that gap. About 16 years ago, I was in Marianopolis College. I took actually my first public speaking class, and in the other auditorium, in the main one, I gave my first speech. I was not good. I hope I'm doing a little bit better now. And I was sitting in the room over there thinking about what I'd be doing, where I'd be going, probably like a lot of you are trying to figure out right now. One thing I did have, though, was ambition and ideas. I had one idea when I was in Marianopolis. I needed to park my car, and they gave only a limited number of passes here. It might still be the case. Is it? Yeah, okay. Walking around, though, Marianopolis, we'd see a lot of empty parking spots, these homes, beautiful homes, having empty spots. And back then, I'm not sure if it's still the case now, back then I thought, what if we created an app and just went knocking on those doors and been like, hey, we've got hundreds of students looking for parking. You've got a spot you're not using. Rent it out and help me out. It would have worked 100%. But I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the team. I didn't have the knowledge. And so it sort of stayed in my notepad of ideas. A lot of our ideas stay in notepads. What's happening now, though, is all of you have the tools that enable you to speak your ideas into existence, enabling you to do what normally took months and build it out in a few days to a few weeks. You all have access to tools right now that enable you to literally turn fiction into reality. I want you to take a moment, just one moment. You've all used the AI in different levels and capacities. 5, 10, 15 years from today ago, this was fiction. Think about that. It was literally fiction in movies, things that we thought would never, ever happen. iRobot, the end of the world, Terminator. This is where we saw AI. Today we're speaking here, and I'm on stage, or on this red dot, speaking about something that should not have been possible. But it is. And you're uniquely positioned, you as students here at Marianopolis, and other students listening to this, you're uniquely positioned because you're not burdened by the debt of existing legacy systems. You're not burdened by, this is how things need to be done, because you haven't been trained at that for a decade. You have a blank slate. You have a blank slate to be able to take whatever's in your mind, whatever passions you, and literally act on it. You don't need money. You don't need investors or a massive team. You literally only need the will to act. The will to make a change and an impact to not just your community here, but to the world, just by choosing to do so. Let that sink in a little bit. You can turn around tomorrow and do like what I did about 2 years ago when I quit my job. So I used to be a civil engineer, and I worked in multiple different roles, from field engineer all the way up to director of estimating and director of special projects for one of the largest steel manufacturers in North America. I left that comfort, that kind of dream job, you would say, that people would love to have, the moment I saw digital intelligence. The moment I experienced on March 14th, 2023, the first commercial chatbot that allowed us to communicate with intelligence that went beyond what I had, that allowed me to sort of complete the gap between what I knew and what I knew I did not know. And what was crazier than that is that experience of being able to connect those spheres and learning about what I knew I didn't know. I got to discover more of what I didn't know. It allowed me to found a company, to do what I love doing. It even helped me find my ikigai, a Japanese principle, your reason for being, which I suggest each and every one of you to just do that exercise with any digital intelligence tool that exists out there for you. ChatGPT, Gemini, etc. My reason for being, the intersection of what I love to do, what I know I can be paid for, what I know I'm really, really good at, and what I believe the world needs. In my case, it was allowing people around me to reclaim their time through intelligent automation, so they can spend that time to do whatever it is they wish to do. What would you choose to do with your time? In a world where technology is going to allow us to build at an exponential rate any tool we can imagine, where all of us will be equipped with technology and workflows and agents, as they call it now, and terminology and words will change over time, but what is the most valuable asset that we all have now as we move into this post-AI economy? Time. It's finite. No matter how long we live, no matter the technology we apply to our own healths and to our own lives, you have a limited amount of time. You can choose to spend that time building someone else's dreams. It was a common path because of what was made available to us. You can choose to spend that time watching as the world evolves and transforms. Or you can choose to spend that time to literally build your dreams and build it your way. That just starts with a conversation. It just starts with you interacting with the technology. It just starts with you asking a few questions and being humble about what you know you don't know. And at the very least, be curious about learning more and discovering your known unknowns. So I'm going to leave you with this message. Digital intelligence is allowing us to interact with reality itself. And I'll put it plainly. We all live in the same reality. A chair is a chair. I'm on stage wearing a semi-blue suit on a red dot. We can all come and agree to this. When it comes to a little bit more complex realities, what you may see as a problem, sir, may be a solution for you, sir. And what you may see, ma'am, as an impossibility may be an obvious way forward for you, ma'am. And so what shapes and what makes that different for us is our perspectives, the lenses, the experience, the intelligence that we have all acquired over time through school, our families, our upbringing. What AI is allowing us to do, this digital intelligence, it's allowing us to build the tools to interact with reality the way you see it. I see my reality in my world very differently than all of you, and you see it very differently than all of us. We're all very unique in that way. That's what makes us human. This technology allows you now to peer into this reality, sort of like, almost exactly like, we did with electricity. Electricity wasn't a phenomenon that we've invented and created. It's always been around. It's always been there. We just built the tools and processes to interact with it, to steer it, to mold it, to shape it, to use it for our needs. Digital intelligence is the same way. It's a current of our collective knowledge, a current we can use, steer, mold, and shape to do what we need it to do. The chatbot is just the beginning. The interface is your, hey, I'm here. This is what I do. But you are able to take it out of the box. I'll leave you with this, for real this time. Oh man, I wish I was in your shoes right now, because you have so much time ahead of you. Digital intelligence is yours. We all have a piece of the pie. These big companies, these big tech people, they've given that to all of us in our hands. You can go to tomorrow and command your cognitive layer, your digital intelligence, command your own tools and processes to interact with the world around you. So, knowing that time is the most valuable asset moving into this post-AI economy, your human time, how you choose to spend it, I welcome you to take ownership of your digital intelligence, mold it, steer it, shape it, build it, and I suggest you start now.